Okay, right. Let us begin. We've got a good, healthy bunch of people that have joined the webinar. Welcome to you all. Welcome to this Cup of Tech webinar series, and your interest in this session today. We're running a session here on Microsoft Excel tips and tricks with one of our lead trainers here, Ramzan. He will take you through quite an interactive session, so be prepared if you're by your computer. Fantastic, and you have Excel installed, then I'm sure you can follow along, and there'll be lots of opportunity to kind of pick up some very useful, handy Excel tips and tricks that Ramzan will take us through this morning, or indeed this afternoon, depending on where you are calling in from today. So welcome. One last thing for me to mention is that we are recording this session. So by participating, you give your consent for us to use the recording for marketing purposes going forwards. We hope that's okay with you all. So without further ado, I will hand you over to Ramzan to talk us through some tips and tricks. Ramzan, it's all yours. Oh, we've got you muted there, Ramzan. We can't hear you. You need to unmute at your end.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thank you. Right. Thank you so much, Steve. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. People have joined from different locations. And I thank Steve for giving me the opportunity to share the knowledge on Excel tips and tricks. So friends, my name is Ramzan Rajani, and in next 45 minutes to 1 hour, I will be taking you through some very, very interesting Excel tips and tricks. And I promise you, your next 1 hour will be amazing. You are going to learn something amazing tricks which you might have not heard, or might have heard, but you might have not practiced and might have not seen the power. And after learning, today only you can implement that tricks in your work. Or when you go office on Sunday or Monday, you can implement that. It's so important, tips and tricks. And I have total 15 plus years of experience. And this 15 plus years is not just training, friends. Like you, I have also worked in different multinationals. I was heading the entire MIS department. So my entire work was on the Excel, working with Oracle database, pulling the reports, writing complex formulas, presenting the reports. So entire background is my database. You should also know about your trainer certification. So I'm Microsoft Excel specialist, and I'm also a Microsoft certified trainer. So this was a very, very brief about me just in last 1.5 minutes. And I think we should quickly start with the session, okay? So I think I will quickly share my screen, Steve, yeah? And we will start with the session.
Yes, please do. And lastly, just for everyone on the session, if you've got any questions, because everyone's on mute at the moment, so that please do mention a question in the chat forum on Zoom, and we'll get those questions answered. So just wanted to mention that.
Perfect, Steve. So friends, before I start the session, I will spend 1 more minute that what are the things that you are going to learn, you should know. So the first Excel tip, which I'm going to show you, is how do you create a dynamic dashboard? And in fact, I will say it as dynamic chart at this stage. So whenever you insert the data in your Excel sheet, and if you create a chart, automatically chart will pull the data. So that is a concept of dynamic chart. Normally we drag it down. So how do you make it dynamic? I'm also going to show you how do you see the count, average, minimum, maximum without typing a formula. Normally to do the sum, to do the count, average, minimum, what you do, you type a formula, right? I'm going to show you everything without the formula, and you will say, wow, this is amazing. The third important trick, which I'm going to show you, will be the interactive filter. You have a very huge database in Excel, 10,000, 50,000 or 80,000 records. And from that records, you wanted to do a filter. So what you do, you go to the data, or if you know the shortcut, you say Control-Shift-L, and you will filter, let's say on particular country, on particular department. What if I show you without doing a filter. Just click on a button and everything will happen. Without writing any complex formulas, without using a macros, just with a simple trick, and you will be amazed. The another important trick which I'm going to show you is how do you convert the cases? Like you have typed everything in capital and now you wanted to convert everything in small or a first character. So normally you might be using a formula, right? Those who work in Excel, you might be using upper formula, lower formula, or proper formula. What if you don't have to type the formula? Click on a button, everything is done. In the same way, if you have a first name and last name, and if you wanted to separate it, how do you separate? You use text to column, correct? What? Click on a button and everything is done. So everything will be automated now, the next 6 things, but without using a formula, without using a macro that you will be seeing now. In the same way, it will be the opposite, friends. If you have first name and last name, and if you wish to combine, what formula we use? We use concatenate, equal, concatenate, and then you say A1, B2, and everything, right? Yes, that is the right formula. I also use sometime. But what? Click on a button and everything is done without using a formula. So these are the 5 to 6 important tricks which I am going to show you. And I promise you, you are going to love each and every trick and get knowledge. Okay. So without wasting, I'm not wasting a time. That was the explanation. So let's start with the session, friends. So I'm going to the first sheet, that is the dynamic sheet. Okay. So here I will just stop my video so that you can 100% focus only on the Excel. Okay. So I will just quickly go here and I say stop a video. Okay, friends. So now I have some data over here. I hope you all are able to see my screen. I have some data and I wanted to create a chart on it. Okay. How do you create a chart, friends, on this? How do you create a chart? Normally, you go to the insert and from there you create a chart, right? But instead of doing that, you can create with the help of shortcut. So I will come over here and I will quickly type one interesting shortcut for you, which you will love it. That is the Alt F1. Remember this shortcut. So I will come on my data and I will just press Alt F1 and my chart is ready. So the first thing which you have learned today is Alt F1 is a shortcut for creating a chart. But remember, I'm not going to show you this. I'm going to show you a dynamic chart. Okay, you have to wait for a few minutes. But this is a start. Sometime what will happen, friends, when you press Alt F1, it will not work. So don't worry. If Alt F1 does not work, you can press Alt function F1. Remember, this is a Windows system. I'm not talking about the Mac one, okay? So I come over here, you can press Alt F1 and your chart is ready. This is the first thing. But what happens over here is, in future, if you add any data over here, like if I add July, oh, why I'm typing, I will come over here and I will just drag it down. And if I type any number over here, will it come, friends? July and August, will it come over here? No, it will not come. So what you do normally, you click on a chart and then you come on this corner over here and you drag it down. So you get July and August. Agree? But what? You don't have to do that. Automatically you add the months and it will come in the chart. So this is the interesting thing which I'm going to show you. So this is the normal way, the way people do. And now we will be doing in a different way. So now what I'm doing is I'm again deleting a chart. So I select a chart and from the keyboard, I am pressing delete, gone. Okay. Now you see, friends. Now, before creating a chart, you should do one small thing. You should convert your data into table. Once you convert your data into the table, automatically in future, whatever chart you create, it will extend the range on his own. Let me show you the example. So before I show you the example, I will type Control T so that you can remember, or if you wanted to take a quick photo of that, you can take. So I will come on this data, friends, and I am pressing Control T. So if you will say, hey, Ramzan, in future, if I forgot, shortcut what? No problem. Or you can go to Insert, and there is an option table. Remember, pivot table is different, and this is different. So I'm clicking on table, this option, okay? And I will just say, okay. As soon as I say, okay, you will see the color of this will change and it will really become beautiful table. So now you see, this was a normal and now it became a beautiful table. Control T. So it became a formatted. Now you press Alt F1 and now you will see the magic. So I am pressing Alt F1 and your chart is ready. On the top, I have some designs. If you love designs and all, so you can change it from here. So very nice they have created for us. Okay, now friends, you see, if I add July, automatically it will take in a chart. So I come over here and I'm typing July. As soon as I press enter, you see it will come over here. I say July, wow. So my July data is there. If I type August, my August data is there. If I type September, my September data is there. If I type October, my October data will come. So I don't have to increase the range, friends. Got it? So see, we started a session, I think last 5 to 7 minutes. I just took 5 minutes, not more than that. And in last 5 minutes, how many things you have learned? The first thing what you have learned is Control T to convert your data into the table. After converting into the table, what you should press? Alt F1. What it is used? To create a chart. Okay, so I will quickly mention over here to create the chart. And this is for dynamic table. So after converting into dynamic table, if you create a chart, whenever you will increase the range, automatically here it will increase. Not only this, friends, not only the row wise, even if you insert any column over here, let me give you the example. If I come over here and now I type quantity, okay, and now you see I'm inserting some quantity, for example, 450. Wow, you got this also. So not only the column wise, but even if you add the extra column, automatically it will take. Is not this amazing and something new you have learned, friends? Okay, I hope you like this point. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay.
Just thanks, Ramzan. Just as a reminder for everybody, you are on mute. If you want to raise a question, please place it in the chat window. We can unmute you if you want to have some dialogue. In fact, I think what I might do is I might unmute everybody anyway. If you don't want to ask a question, if you could mute yourself, but otherwise, I'm just unmuting the.
Perfect. Very good. Okay, friend. So this was the first and very, very interesting. So let me see if you all are awake. So did you like this point? That is the Control T to convert into the table, Alt F1 to convert your data into the chart and it becomes the dynamic. Did you like this point? Can you reply, everybody?
Yes.
I hope they can message us still.
No, I've unmuted the channel, so everyone should be able to unmute themselves and give you some feedback.
Okay, thanks Omar, thanks Unsa, thanks Vaibhav. Very good. It means you all are awake. Very good, lovely. Okay. Okay, friends. So let's go to the another point. So now every 5 minutes, I will be taking new topic, means new trick, tips or a knowledge sharing thing. And you are going to learn something amazing. Okay. So now I'm going to the second sheet, that is count sheet. Does anybody know how do I go from one sheet to another with the help of shortcut? I know somebody will reply. Let me see who replies. From one sheet, if I want to go another sheet, what is the shortcut? If you don't know, then I will reply to you. So if I wanted to go from dynamic chart sheet to count, no? So I will reply you. So it is control page down. I have mentioned in the chat box, friends. I think I have to say all attendees. So I say control page down. So remember, friends, if I'm on this sheet and if I wanted to go to the another sheet, I will press control page down and control page up. So control page down, control page up is a shortcut to switch from one sheet to another. Okay, let's move to the second point. Now I'm on a second sheet, that is count, average and min. So let's say, for example, if your manager tells you, hey Vaibhav, can you quickly show me the total sales of this? So what Vaibhav will do? Vaibhav will put a sum formula. If the manager asks you that, okay, can you show me how many records are there? So you will say count formula. If your manager asks you what is the average sales, so you have to do the average formula. What is the minimum sales? So you will put minimum. You will say maximum. So all this formula you put, right? Now, if I show you that without using a formula, you can do everything and in a very, very interactive way, then what? And you will again going to love this point. Okay. So what you have to do, friends, nothing, nothing. You just have to press one shortcut. What is that shortcut? That shortcut is Control T. So Control T is your magical shortcut. It will do lots of things for you. Okay. So I go over here, friends, and I am pressing Control T. Oh, I forgot Control T. No problem. I can go to Insert and I can say Table. And I will say OK. So my data has been converted into table. After pressing Control T, you have to press one more shortcut. That is Control Shift T. So I will just mention over here Control T and then Control Shift T. What it will do to convert your data into dynamic table, and what Control Shift T will do, it will add automatic total in the end of your data. Perfect. So I will come over here and I am pressing, friends, a second shortcut, Control Shift T. And you will observe in row number 14, just see row number 14, Control Shift T. And wow, I have got the word total also. And a total also here I have got. It's not this good without writing a formula, but you have said, Ramzan, you have told us you will get count. Where is that? Very simple. I will come over here, friends, and your manager says, hey, can you show me what is the average sales? Don't worry. You click over here and you just click on average. Oh, this is the average sales. If you want to see what is the maximum sales, this was the maximum sales happened. What is the minimum? What is the minimum? Your manager says, hey, Ramzan, I wanted to see average sales of Dubai. Average sales of Dubai. No problem. I come over here and I click on average. Where is my average? This is the average, but of only Dubai. So I come over here and this is also become dynamic. It will show you only average of Dubai. Amazing. You see the biggest amount is, maximum is 7,500 and smallest is 9,000. It means the average is 5225. Okay. So this way, friends, you can really use this Control T. Not only this, friends, why not I show you something extra? Over here, no, friends, you have got some. You will say, okay, Ramzan, so I want now quantity sales total. So what to do? No problem. I click over here and here you will get automatically drop down. How this drop down came? This drop down came because you converted your data into Control T. So this is very amazing. Even product price. Logically, you will never add product prices and all. Okay, but normally we add quantity and all. So this is really amazing. And you wanted to know there are how many records. So here you come and you can even say the count. Oh, there are 12 records and this is the total sales. It's not just interesting. At one time, you can't see all. You will say, okay, Ramzan, so I wanted to see count, sum, mean, max, average in one go. No, it's not possible. One time you have to see one, but without using a formula. So you just have to press only two things, friends. What is that? One is the Control T and another is Control Shift T. If you want, you can quickly take the photo of it or you can remember this, okay? So I don't know how much time I took for this. So I hope, did you like the second point, friends? Second point, how was the second point? Can you reply me? Great, 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 very good. Thank you so much. But this you have to remember, friends, huh? I'm explaining, once you practice, it will really improve your Excel. And these are the very, very important things, you know. The first thing which we did was the dynamic chart concept. The second thing which we did was the count, average, and minimum. As soon as our session will move now, more interesting points are going to be coming. Okay. So now the third one, which I'm going to show you, it will be more interesting, Omar. Okay. So I will go over here and I will come on the interactive filter sheet. And here we will learn one more very, very interesting thing. For example, from this data, I have to go to the last record. So when I say control and down arrow key, it took me to the last record. I hope you know this shortcut, everybody. Control down arrow key will take you to the last row of your data, provided you don't have a blank. If you have a blank, it will be a problem. Okay. So now you have a huge database, not a huge database, a normal size huge database means 50, 60,000 rows. And from this data, I wanted to do the filter. Let's say I wanted to see all the records where city is Dubai. So what you will do, naturally you are going to do the filter only, there is no other way. But yes, I'm going to show you another way, interesting way without doing a filter. But the normal way, first I will show you how people do and how you should do. So I go to the data and I say filter. If you love shortcut, Control Shift L is a shortcut for filter. So I come over here and I wanted to see, let's say Dubai. In Dubai, I wanted to see only my data, that is Ramzan. And I wanted to see all the data where Ramzan has sold laptops. So I come over here and I say laptops. This you know, I know that. So Dubai, Ramzan, and laptop. So three filters I did, correct? But instead of this, if your management tells you regularly, hey, can you filter on this? Can you do this? Can you do that? Instead of this, give them the button and let them click and automatically everything is going to happen. To do that, what you have to do, you have only two steps and pay attention, everybody. The first step is, friends, you will insert few rows. So I have inserted few rows on the top. So you will say why you have inserted. I will tell you why. Okay. And now what you will do here, what we did, we converted into the table and it become dynamic. We converted into the table and then automatically we got all the minimum, maximum. Same thing, friends, you will do over here. You will come here and the first step is you will press Control T and I am pressing Control T, enter, done. Now what? Now see the magic. Now see the magic. After pressing Control T, go to the insert. Can you see this? This one, insert. In insert, on the right hand side, you come over here, that is on the slicer. This is also one type of filter, friends. If you are using an old version, you will not get it. You should have a latest version or not very latest, at least 2013 and above. So in insert, you will click on filter and it will ask you, hey Ramzan, which filter you need? So I say Excel, give me the filter of city. Every time my manager asks me city-wise data. So I will create a city-wise button. I create a product-wise And sometime he also asked me the person wise. So I click on it and you selected all the 3 columns buttons and you just say, okay, done. Now you just have to come here and nicely you have to arrange. So it will take me 1 more minute to arrange and show it to you. Don't worry, not looking good, right? So I come over here and over here, I will make it 2 columns. Can you see this columns, friends? 2 columns, and from here, I will make it small. Again, I come over here, I make it 2 columns, and from here, I will make it small. I come over here, I will make it 2 columns. Oh, I think here I have to make 3 columns. We have sufficient space. Wow, done. So if you love color, you can do that also. I come over here and if you want to fill some nice color so that it should also look good. So yes, you can put any nice simple color over here. Okay. Now see the magic, friends. Your manager says, hey, can you show me all the Dubai data? So what Omar will do, just click on Dubai. So you get Dubai data. In Dubai, I want to see Abdul data. So click on Abdul. In Dubai, all the Abdul data. I wanted to see all the records of hard disk. Click on hard disk and wow. So Dubai, I wanted to see laptops, printers, mobiles, speakers, USB. Hey, I wanted to see Sharjah data of all the products. Clear the filter from here. Amazing. You see? Ali, David, Nancy, Muhammad, Kumail, Radhika, everything. Let me see my sale, Ramzan. Oh, I'm also doing well. Good. Okay. So I will come over here and I say clear the filter. And again, I come over here and I say clear the filter. Is not this amazing, friends? You can create a dashboards with this, you know. People will love, your management is going to love. So life has become simple, but when you know the option, if you don't know the option, then yes, it will be challenging. Okay. So this way, friends, you can apply the third trick, that is the converting your data into the table and applying the filter. If you have any queries, friends, I will wait for a minute and feel free to ask the query. Okay.
Hello, Mr. Ramzan.
Yeah.
Is it possible if we can select Sharjah and Dubai at the same time?
Yeah, possible. So I click on a Sharjah and I will press Control from my keyboard and I will click on Dubai. So you get Sharjah and Dubai both. Okay, great. Any other question, friends? If you have, feel free to ask. I will wait for a few more seconds and then I will move to the next point. In fact, now Omar, I think Omar asked the query, right? After you clear now, you also have this option. You see multi-select. When you click over here and then you can, without pressing control, you can select it. Okay. So it's like that. This is very interesting thing. But multi-select option you don't get in 2013. You get in only in 16 and 19. That's why I showed you control, so that even if you are using an old version, it can work with control. Okay, everybody. So great. So we did the chart one. Second was the count and automatically getting this. The third was the interactive table and working with the slicer. And now it's a time to go for the fourth one. That is a magical change case. Now I will not explain you control T. Control T, I have explained you 3 things. 1, 2, 3. And now a very different way. Now you are going to learn magical fills. Okay. Next 3 sheets will be related to the magical fills. Let's say, for example, friends, you have, okay, my name is there, Ramzan Rajani, Santosh, Kumail, Pankaj, all are in small letters, friends. if you want to convert this into the capital letter, or if you wanted to convert a first character into the capital, how do we do that? Normally we use a formula, right? So if I wanted to convert everything into capital, we say equal upper. And then it asks me the text, that which text you wanted to convert into the upper. Upper means capital letter. So I select this word A2 and I press enter. So this has been converted into the capital. I double click on it and all the names has been converted into the capital. I come over here and again I say equal upper and I select the word Rajani and it has become capital. So this is the formula which we use. But what if I show you the same thing without writing a formula? No need of typing a formula. So how do we do that? So I just deleted that formula. And now friends, what you have to do, there is an option in Excel with the name Flash Fill. So I'm going to the data tab. This is the data. And in this, you get one option, Flash Fill. Normally we say it as magical fill instead of flash fill. Why? Because really it will do some magics. That's why we say it as magical fill. So what does it do? Basically, it's like a frame that I tell Excel, hey Excel, I need like this. I show Excel a pattern. Excel, I need like this. And then Excel will do it for you. For example, I want Ramzan in capital. So I will type Ramzan in capital manually. So I have typed capital and I say Excel, hey Excel, I need Ramzan like this. That's all. And then you say Excel, the way I have done, do it for me, for others. So you will just go here and click on Flash Fill. As soon as I click on Flash Fill, you will see all the names will be converted into the capital and your magic has happened without writing a formulas. Got it? Okay. So you will say, okay, Ramzan, one more time example. Let me give you one more time. Let's say I wanted to convert first character into the capital. So I will type the way I need. And then I will come and will say Flash Fill and your work is done. Is not this amazing? Let's do it for the first name, that is B column. I say I need Rajani like this. And then just come in the data and click on Flash Fill and your work is done. Now you have to select and you have to say Control X for cut. Go here and say Control V for paste and your work is done. So your life is simple if you know the option. If you don't know the option, do the formula. It's okay. Okay. We do sometimes formula, sometimes this. Okay, depends. So I hope, friends, you have liked this point also, and it has increased your knowledge. Okay. Okay. On the same point, friends, we have one more option. That is a magical text to column. You have a first name and you have a last name. And you wanted to separate first name and last name. Good, Omar. Good. So you wanted to separate first name and last name. Which option you use, friends? We normally do like this, normal method. You will select the data. You will go to the text to column, this one. You will say delimited, okay. And you will say over here, space. Means I'm saying Excel, wherever there is a space, separate from that. Hence, I selected the space and you will say finish. So you will see a first name and last name has been separated, correct? But instead of that, you can even do one more way without using the text to column option. And that way is this. I come on the E column And I will quickly tell Excel, hey Excel, I wanted to extract Nancy. I type Nancy over here and I will just go to the data and click on flash fill and automatically everything is pulled. But in this, friends, there will be some problems when you have 4 or 5 names. There is one big name, and from that you have 2 word name words, and that is a one name. So it will be challenging. Excel will not understand. Wherever there is a space, from there Excel is going to extract. So this option will work when you have a easy data where first name and last name is mentioned. Remember this, I'm just giving you everything which I know. Otherwise, okay. So I say free heifer I need, and this is the same free heifer I wanted to extract. I go to the data and you will say flash fill and automatically it has pulled. Wow, this is amazing. Got it? So this way, friends, you can extract the first name and you can extract the last name. So this also we did with the help of flash fill. Okay. And now I am moving to my last point. That is the magical concatenate. I know many of you might have used the concatenate option. Like I have a first name and I have a last name. And if you wish to combine, which formula you use, everybody? You say equal and you will say concatenate. And you will say first name, comma, you will put space, comma, last name. Agree? You do this. And then what you do, you come on the corner and you double click. So this is the formula basically which we use. A2 space and B2. But what? You can do the same thing. You can achieve the same thing without using a formula. How do we do that? So this, friends, you can do it with the help of flash fill. So I say Excel, hey Excel, I want Nancy. Then I need a space. So you will type space. And then I need free heifer. So you type free heifer. That's all. That's all. I come over here and I wanted to do it for all other names. Just go to the data and say flash fill. I click on flash fill and everything is combined and your work is done. And over here, then you can just say, for example, full name. Or if you want, you can come here and you can just move that over here and you can then delete that. Okay. So is not this interesting, friends? Amazing. You just type the way you need and it will combine for you. It will separate for you. It will convert the small into capital, capital into the small. So these are the 6 things which we have done, friends, today. Okay. So the first step which we did was converting a data into the dynamic table. So you select a data, Control T, and then Alt F1. This will be a handy reference for you. If you wanted to get the count, mean, and max, press Control T. Control T. Go to the insert. This is your insert tab and click on the slicer, add the slicer and your work is done. So these 3 topics related to Control T. And the last 3 topic which we did in last 20 minutes was the flash fill. And you can convert your data from capital to small, small to capital. And you can even separate the first name and last name, and you can even combine the first name and last name. So I hope you all like this topic, friends, and it has surely increased your knowledge. Steve, and if you have any kinds of question, friends, feel free to ask me. I'm available.
Thanks, Ramzan. Love the flash fill. I've not heard of that before. That's such a simple, effective, effective tool. Thank you. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed that. Thanks for and learned something useful. I know I certainly did. So yeah, we've got a little bit of time left. So if anybody wants to ask any questions, either on what Ramzan covered today or anything else that is perhaps troubling you with Microsoft Excel, then please do fire your questions away.
Yeah, thank you, Vaibhav.
If you do have a question, you can either mention that on the chat window, or please do unmute yourself and feel free to speak to us if you've got any questions or would like to cover something else that perhaps wasn't even covered today. Please do ask it. In the meantime, Ramzan, I was wondering, with flash fill, is it possible to use that function for data, so numerical values as well as text, or is it?
Yeah, you can use it. If you have numbers also, you can combine it. You can't add it like 10 plus 10, 20, you can't do, because that is its formula. But even if you have numbers, you can do that. It supports.
Sure. Yeah, good to know. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Ramzan. Just a quick question. Is there any simpler way where we can copy and paste just the value other than Control-Alt-V? Is there any simpler way?
If it is a formula, right?
Yes.
Or you don't have a formula?
No, we have the formula, let's say.
If you have a formula, then the only way is copy, paste spatial value. You don't have any other way. But there is an option with mouse also. But that is challenging to do. I will give you one example over here. For example, let's say if I come here and I say equal Ramzan and space and Rajani. I have just combined this. Okay. Now in this you have a formula. Now you would like to paste this over here, for example. And the one way which we know is we select and we say copy and we say Control-Alt-V and over here and use a value, correct?
Yes.
This is the way. But you are asking, Ramzan, is there any other way? But you have asked a simpler way. To be very frank, this is the simple way only. But still, we have one trick which people find very challenging to do. But if you practice twice or thrice, it's simple. So what we do is we select the data. And after selecting it, we take a mouse and we press a right arrow key. We move with the right mouse key. And when you move it, here it gives you automatic option, copy here as values only. So we click and automatically it comes here, paste as a value. So you don't have to say copy. You don't have to say Control-Alt-V, nothing you have to do. I will show you once again. Once we select, I take a mouse, I press a right mouse button, not the left. And I normally we drag with left, but this time I have pressed a right. This is a trick. And I will come and I will say, I want here. As soon as you leave now, it will ask you this option. And you say copy. This is another way. But people find this little challenging to do. If you do 2 to 3 times, then it will happen once. And then once you learn, it becomes easier. So this is another way. There is no other way than this.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you for the question, Omar. Is there any other questions?
Thank you, Ansa, for your feedback. Thank you so much. Thank you, Omar. Thank you, Sabah. Okay, friends. So see you sometime in the future and with more interesting things. Yes, Steve?
Yeah, no, thank you very much, Ramzan. I'm getting a bit of feedback on my microphone. Let me see if I can mute somebody. Oh, that's better. Thank you. So thank you very much, Ramzan. Thank you all for attending. Hope you did find that useful. I know I certainly did again. And if Please do follow us on LinkedIn for future events similar to this. We continue to run these on a periodic basis. So follow us on LinkedIn for the next webinar series, and we hope to see you on the next one. Have a good day, everybody.
Perfect. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye and take care. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Mandala, Sabah, Ayman, and everybody.
Take care all. Thank you.